Hello. I'm gonna call this the Lonely Prepper um, because I've been doing a lot of. Okay, the LA fires are happening. Shout out LA. But I'm here in San Francisco, and ever since the first wildfires started, I've been caring about this and preparing. I have a wife and daughter, a dog, and yeah, and it's lonely prepper because it's hard to find people for me that even want to talk about it. And so maybe this is just a video where I can share if anyone else is feeling the same way. Hopefully more people are feeling spurred to prepare a little bit, especially if you don't live in LA. This is a great time to buy the things before they're not easily available. Buy things before you needed them yesterday. Let's see here. I'm not a professional. I am currently being trained by the local fire department to be a neighborhood emergency response team member. And I recommend this for everybody. The firefighters want you to be prepared. One of the first lessons they're saying is, if you are prepared, if you can take care of yourself in an emergency, then you could take care of your family, you could help your neighborhood, and you don't need them. And I think people are noticing there's not enough emergency response professionals in your city to help everyone. So if you want to thank firefighters, prepare yourself. Don't just talk about it. Imagine an emergency, you're so set up anyways, where you could help them physically. That's where this San Francisco NERT was created. It was the 1989 earthquake, and people in the marina had to help. Literally, there wasn't enough water coming out. They needed to get hoses from the bay. Okay, anyways, I'll stop on that. So I've been preparing a lot alone, and so I just want to share a few of the things that may help people in the situation that LA is currently in, and all the things that I had prepared prior. There's new information that I've gathered by just paying attention to what's happening now, where I'm I didn't think about that. And so take it, learn from it. And one last thing before I start pointing out some of the stuff you could buy or prepare is, what was I gonna say? I think I forgot it, but okay, not professional, just sharing. Hopefully this gives somebody something to think about so we could be prepared. Okay, air, water, power. Let's talk about air. The air gets so bad. I'm so sensitive to it. As soon as the air quality index goes above 100, something happens. My wife and daughter don't seem to be affected, but if I walk for an hour outside when it's 100, I just don't feel right. So anyway, hopefully, do you know what these are? These are masks, N95. If you don't believe in viruses and stuff, how do I help you? But this is minimum in LA right now. It doesn't feel like this is enough. If you're forced to evacuate, even in your car, I don't know if the air would be good enough quality. So secretly, last year I had, because again, people think you're weird when you're a prepper. I bought one of these for myself, a painter's mask with the filters, because I was like, okay, if I need to get out in the world to get some supplies or groceries and the air is horrible, I don't just like that mask. So, and just yesterday or a few days ago, I purchased more, one for my wife and daughter, without telling them. But they even have small ones that fit children, so small, medium, and large ones. So currently, all 3 of my family members can have these if we're forced to walk around. Something LA just taught me too is that when the air is so bad and there's ash in the air, you want your eyes protected, not just the air that you're breathing. So I just got these safety goggles, and they actually go over my glasses. So the combination of these and these masks, I should make sure they both fit at the same time. The combination of these would allow me to get around in those horrible conditions. One thing I bought a long time ago that I found helpful is, okay, I need to charge that. But this is a personal AQI meter, air quality meter, and this has helped me a lot. When the air looks suspicious, I can put this in the hallway outside and check out the AQI for our home. And that's as specific as you can get. I've also found that when the air is so bad outside, this has helped me find the places in our house that bad air is leaking into the house from, right? To help me duct tape or whatnot. And this also is nice when you successfully clean the air in your home and the numbers are good. It's peace of mind. A lot of this is just peace of mind. The more prepared I am, the less I look at the LA fires and go, I'm not prepared. How would I do this? And then I could focus on what upgrades I need to do. So anyways, there that is. Random thing that I don't think people have, but it's kind of helped a lot. Okay, so air. Hopefully you have air filters and air machines or whatever. I accidentally bought the wrong type of filter once, but someone online had said, oh, even if you have the wrong filter, it's good. You can put this over a just normal fan that you have, and it can turn into a nice high-powered thing. So even if you, in an emergency or something, you can't find the right air filter, get filters and then figure it out. Because the fan and this in my home running could be a great thing. I wonder even if it would be more powerful and faster at cleaning the air. Air. I even have it where inside the car, if we're driving, I have one of those cigarette lighter plugs that turn into actual plugs, and then I'm imagining I can plug in the home air filter system I have and make sure that inside the car the air is good while we're fleeing. Okay, that's what I have for air quality. Air, water. So water in LA, even though some neighborhoods have water coming through the sinks and pipes, they're even getting warnings saying don't even drink that, or even if you boil it, it's suspicious. So water, have water, store it. Also, if the water is suspicious, but you are allowed to drink it, but they still say boiling or whatnot, a little bleach in water helps kill things. Water tabs are good to have, as well as this is a fancy hiker's water filter thing. So even if you're going to a lake or river, you can use this and it'll help make the water more drinkable. So that's that. Power is such an important one. Gas generator. Power's out even in neighborhoods that aren't affected. And if you want your refrigerator working, if you want the air filters working, if you want to charge all your cell phones and whatnot, a gas generator. I was at the training last weekend, and a firefighter said, anyone have a gas generator? I raised my hand because I'm a nerd. And he said, all your neighbors are going to be jealous when you're drinking cold drinks, right? And I also think about this. I care about everyone, and I want everyone's refrigerators working and all of that. So hopefully, I don't know, just last week I bought one off of Craigslist, and I think this is a great time to purchase them before everybody wants them, right? Also, when we're talking about getting your car, like driving out of a city. I'm constantly making sure the car I have is filled with gas. The cars we have are filled with gas. And then having a generator forces you to have a backup gas canister or more. And with that, gosh, you could even throw it in your car while fleeing and then still, anyways, I have a feeling gas in LA is going to be a little tricky to get if there's so many people going and gas stations are burnt down and stuff like that. Okay, what else? Generator. Oh, I also, not as like the other, like last year I bought a solar panel battery system. So there's a big battery that connects to this, and gosh, solar panels take a while to charge in full sun, and all day you have to face it towards the sun. But worst case scenario, no gas, no way to charge. This is a way where during a full day of charging gives about 80% of filling the battery, and then it can at least charge all your devices. Let me see. Yeah, if you have no power, get one of those hand crank radios. In San Francisco, the emergency radio station will be 89.5 KPOO, one of the best stations in the world, so you should have it locked into your car anyways. But hand crank radio and that, and a knowing where to listen to will help you. Communication, if cell phones are down, oh, that's my cell phone. If cell phones are down, how are you going to communicate? I had a neighbor just remind me, shout out neighbor, that maybe we should all have walkie-talkies. And I was thinking about the LA victims where you have to leave your home. If you're in multiple cars and you're caravanning out of the city and there's no cell phone towers or whatnot, or they're not charged, walkie-talkies to each other while you're in traffic would be so useful. So yeah, so I just ordered walkie-talkies and I'm waiting for those. Also, extra prepper is, I haven't put these together yet, but these are mesh communicators that connect to your phone through Bluetooth. And I'm waiting for friends and family to get on board with this prepping, because this kind of thing sounds weirder, but if all the people that are in your list of people you really want to care about, Google it, mesh communicators. They turn your phone, even if there's no cell service, into they connect through Bluetooth. I really need to work on this, but again, I need people to care to do it with me before a disaster. I'll stop bothering. Okay, I think GPS usually works because they're satellites, so it doesn't matter what's happening locally. But I'm old enough to have this, which is a Thomas guide. This is all of California. It's physical. You can get anywhere in California without anything charged. You're just, anyways. I'm glad I had this. I had this before GPS got me around to weddings and stuff. So very important. Maybe have some maps, right? How are you going to get places? So this was another one I think people don't usually have. The L.A. fire, one of the recommendations also was when you're in your car and there's fire around, have a fire extinguisher, and I hadn't thought about that. So here's a fire extinguisher. This was in the kitchen, but recently I upgraded the kitchen one to one of those red ones that are more powerful or whatnot. But then with that new information that I got yesterday, I'm all, oh, I'll put this in my car when fleeing. What else? Air, water, electricity. I think those were the main things I wanted to just share, because some of it was just inspired recently, and I really prepare. I love you. I care about everyone, and even with your neighborhood, the more prepared everyone in your neighborhood is, the less they will need you. That's another thing. When I can't find people who even want to talk about the possible emergencies, we can't talk about preparing. I can't hear that you can't combine resources right? In an emergency, and as much as I care, I won't be able to give people my stuff, and I can't store enough for everybody. So if you're alone like me, you're not alone now. Prepare. It's better to be over prepared than under. This was not an exhaustive list. I mean, also prepare paperwork, all of those things. That picture of your grandma that it wasn't digital, take a picture of it. Remember to pack it if you're running away. I forgot so much probably, but yeah, this was the Lonely Prepper, and I hope this helped a little bit. Good luck, everybody. It's real, and first you gotta survive, and then take care of your others, and again, good luck.